Hello everyone, I welcome you all to today's session wherein we'll be continuing our series of videos on the numbers topic. So today's class we shall be taking up the concept of finding the last digit of any given power. So in the previous videos we have taken up LCM, HCF, we have taken up factors, we have taken up co-primes, classification of numbers. So if you have been watching our videos, you would have watched all those previous videos too. So today would be a continuation topic, right? And we will be continuing with such videos, right, in the future also from various topics, not only numbers. Once we're done with numbers, we'll be moving on to the next topic, all right, which will again be covered in detail. So if you want to watch such videos, I would suggest that you subscribe to our channel and also click on that notification icon, right? So let's get started. So as I said, we'll be looking at the last digit calculation or unit digit calculation. Just a minute. Okay. So let's get started. So for finding the last digit for any given power, there are certain points that we'll try to remember. I'll start with a very basic point, which is for calculation of last digit, only last digit matters. So what do I mean by that is, say for example, if we have a question like find the last digit of 4578 into 4579 into 4583, suppose. So it's a 4-digit multiplication. The multiplication itself will be a very difficult process, even though we know how to do it. It will be a very time consuming process, but as per what we discussed, for calculation of last digit, only the last digit matters. So here I'll consider only 8, only 9 and only 3 for my calculation. Hence the problem will now reduce to 8 into 9 into 3, which can be simplified now easily. 8 into 9 is 72, last digit is 2, 2 into 3 will give us 6. So that means without in detail calculation, we can answer this question simply by following the last digit. That's the very first point that I have for you. So when you are calculating the last digit, only the last digit matters, no other remaining digits will not be looking at. Second point, for the sake of discussion of this particular topic, we shall be taking up the last digit calculation into different parts, right? So actually I plan to cover this topic in 2 videos, right? So in the first video we'll cover some of the points, in the subsequent video we'll take up more points and questions also, right? So we'll be discussing the last digit calculation as follows. We'll be grouping them into 3, the digits into 3. So in the first group we'll put 0, 1, 5 and 6. So basically numbers ending with 0, 1, 5 and 6, how do we calculate the last digit for any given power? So the point to be noted here is, if a number ends in 0, 1, 5 or 6, then any power of the number will end in the same digit. That means if you take a number ending with 0, you raise it to power 100, the result will also be ending with 0 only for sure. Or if you take a number ending with 5, you raise it to power 55 or 75, it will be ending with 5 only. Similarly, any number ending with 6, you raise it to any power of your choice, it will, so basically 6 to the power anything will be ending in 6 only. So for 0, 1, 5 and 6, there won't be a pattern that will be generated for last digit. It will always be, for example, number ends with 0, it will always be 0, the result. Number end with 1, it will always be 1. Number ending with 5, always 5. And similarly, number ending with 6 will always be 6. So thus, this is like the easiest group that we have. 0, 1, 5, 6 is the easiest group for discussion. There are some more complicated groups, like second group if I consider numbers ending with 4 or 9. Numbers ending with 4 or 9. So if you take a number ending with 4 or 9, suppose say I take 4 and I am interested only in last digit. So 4 to the power 1 will be ending with 4. 4 to the power 2 is 16, will be ending with 6. 4 to the power 3, 64, will be ending with 4 again. 4 to the power 4 is 256, will be ending with 6 again. So here I notice there is a pattern. It's not the same number being repeated every time. The last digit can be either a 4 or a 6 depending on the power. Please note, if the power is odd, last digit is 4. If the power is even, last digit is 6. Similarly, if you look at the powers of 9, 9 power 1 ends with 9. 9 square is 81, ends with 1. 9 cube is 729 actually, so it ends with 9. 9 power 4 is 6561, it ends with 1 again. Anyways, you need not remember the values, I am just letting you know 9 power 4 is 6561. So here also we can notice that the pattern is of 9 and 1. So again, odd powers it is 9, even powers it is 1. See, one more point I would like to state here at this moment. If the repetition pattern is of 2, as we see here 9 1 9 1 or 4 6 4 6, then you will start thinking about your powers in terms of 2k, 2k plus 1. Listen to this carefully. If your repetition pattern is of 5, suppose there are 5 digits which are repeated, 1 3 5 7 9, 1 3 5 7, there is a pattern of 5, suppose 5 digits. Then you will think about your powers in terms of 5k, 5k plus 1, 5k plus 2, 5k plus 3, 5k plus 4. Likewise, if your pattern is of 3, suppose repetition pattern, then you will think about your power in terms of 3k, 3k plus 1, 3k plus 2. So here the pattern is of 2, so hence we will think about our power in terms of, so the last digit can be a 4 or a 9. Power. So power, if the pattern is of 2, you will think in terms of 2k plus 1 and 2k. So that means basically odd and even. So 4 to the power odd will give me a 4 always. 4 to the power even from this list will give us 6. 9 to the power odd will give us 9. 9 to the power even will give us 1. So that means from, if you remember this table simply, we can answer several questions, like for example the question is find the last digit of say 4 to the power 753. Now 4 to the power 753 is such a huge number, but following this table, can I say when the base is 4, I will think about my power in terms of odd and even. And here right now the power is odd. No matter how large the number is, it's odd. So 4 to the power odd, I'll just mention that also, you also do. So this is odd, this is even, 2k is even, 2k plus 1 is odd. The moment the power is odd, my last digit is definitely going to be a 4. So without any value calculation and all, we can answer this. So 4 to the power even will give me 6, 4 to the power odd will give me 4 only. Now some more questions. Say if the question is find the last digit of 5 to the power 73 plus 4 to the power 61 plus 9 to the power 23, okay, minus suppose 6 to the power 41, okay. So what will be the value? Now for finding the value, so instead of 23, let me change it, I'll make it 63. 9 power 23, I'll make it 63. So the way to answer this would be, so 5 to the power anything will end with a 5. So the last digit here is 5. 4 to the power odd will end with a 4. 9 to the power odd will end with a 9. So this number, second number ends with a 4, third number ends with a 9. And 6 to the power anything will end with a 6. We'll only be working with last digit because the question is to find last digit. So my answer, 5 plus 4, 9. 9 plus 9, 18. That means the last digit overall for the first 3 will be a number ending with 8 minus a number ending with 6. So my answer is 8 minus 6. We only work with last digit as I said. So my answer will be a number ending with 2. So what will be last digit of this sum or this number? It is going to be a 2. And for answering that, again I repeat, we need not even calculate each value independently. So far in this video, what we have covered calculation of last digit. What's the basic rule? We have covered the group of 0, 1, 5, 6, and then we have also covered the group of 4 and 9. Now the remaining digits that we have, all right, we have 2, 3, 7, 8. We'll do it in the next video, next session, right? Also, in the next session, as I said, we'll be taking up some more problems, all right, some little bit complicated problems too, all right, in the next video. So with that, so this is our Telegram channel, right, for your specific exams, right? You can join this. This is our YouTube channel. So these are all the links that we have for our social media accounts, right? So please do check them out. We'll keep uploading some content, some problems, all right, some tests, all right. So please do check that. So on that note, let me end the session here. Thank you and all the very best.